Welcome back to another episode of your Thunder Bay North Stars franchise mode. We are about to head to the playoffs here for the third straight season. We're hoping for a better result than we've had the last few times. So this is our fourth year as a franchise making the playoffs, third in 3 years. First time we made it was the second year in. We lost in the second round. Couple years went by, didn't missed the playoff, and now we made it. Second round, last year was the third round. So this year, our goal is the Stanley Cup. As you can see here, we played Dallas in the first round. Looks like Tyler Seguin, I think it's Tyler Seguin, is their best player. Ours is obviously Alexander Barkov. Defense, they have the advantage in goaltending. I'm not really too sure why they have the advantage in goaltending. They do have Vasilevsky, but we have our franchise goalie in Albert Schauser, and as well as Philip Gustafsson backing him up. So they're not really high overall, but they are a really good tandem, 1-2 tandem. We'll take a look at the teams here in just a second. So we are heading in the playoffs as well as our AHL team. And if you remember last episode, we did sim it, so we did unfortunately know that they have a win already. That's not unfortunate at all. I mean, we're winning. That's fantastic. But they are limping into the playoffs, and I mean, we're 7-1-2. That's not bad. Going against an 8-2-0 in Dallas in our last 10, so it's going to be an interesting series, and hopefully we can get through it quickly here and move on to the next. If you remember our lines, we have all Barkov, Nylander, getting that +1, still a pretty good offensive line. I mean, we have an 80, it'll be like an 89, 94, 91, where we really take over. Our second line we did move Perfetti up, so he's going to play like an 86 here on the second line, with Clausen playing like a 94 and Raymond playing like a 91. +1 on our third line with Steele, Foodie, and Holtz. And then our third line even with Merkley, Forsbacka, Carlson, and Kyrou. We have four very, very balanced lines. For some reason, our defense is down, and it's because we have three really good defensemen in Werenski, Fabro, and our new rookie. I believe he's a rookie still. If I remember correctly, this is his first year. We just traded for him. We got rid of Adam Bolquist for Wengrowski. We're also playing Holt, Drysdale, and Krejci. Now, at the end of the last episode, when we looked at lines, I believe Krejci was up here, given the +1, and then they were getting a negative on the bottom line. But let's try to balance that out as much as possible. And we don't want Drysdale and Holt playing like 78s. That's just not good for our defense. And then, as I mentioned, in terms of goaltending, we have an 85 in Albert Schauser and an 84 in Gustafsson. So we're looking pretty good. It's going to be a good series, I think. Obviously, Dallas is a pretty good team. We'll take a very, very quick look here at their lines and see what they're bringing to the table. But I think at the end of the day, we are going to be able to move forward. So they have Kane Sagan, who's 93, which is amazing. Garyanov, Nyquist, Kopitar, Faska, Davidson, Schmaltz, Andrietto, Rodriguez, Gurgison, and Abramov. So they did get rid of Jamie Benn. And I think I mentioned that last episode. I apologize. It's been a little bit since I recorded. Unfortunately, the coronavirus has kind of kicked my lifestyle in the butt a little bit. So, and then on defense, they have Heiskanen and Klingberg. Look at that pairing. So no wonder they are better than us, but they do have like the 79, 78, 78, 79 here, which is what we're rocking, so we can't say too much. But I mean, obviously 90, 93 overall is their difference. And then they have Adam Larson. And then, like I said, between the pipes, they have Vasilevsky and then Louis Domingue. So the fact that they're rated so much higher in goaltending, and it's kind of crazy considering the fact if you just take their average, they're probably averaging the same as us because we have an 85 and an 84, and they have a 91 and 79. So which is 12, so 6. So yeah, they're averaging 85 as we're averaging 84.5. So I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. They have anybody scratched that we need to worry about, Nieto and Masharin. So not too shabby at all. It's gonna be a good series. Let's get right into it and see what the first game brings us. So let's go to simulate game. And we're going to get really early right into the first period here. And in the first period, we are down 2-0. Okay. So about a minute and a half. Sorry about that. A minute and a half in the period, minute 13 seconds. Tyler Seguin scores. And then Mr. Evander Kane scores about 10 minutes after the first goal, 8 minutes left in the period. We're getting outshot 15-8. Not the way you want to start your Stanley Cup playoffs, but let's see if we can make the second period a better period. We do not. It's 3-0. Nick Schmaltz. All right, we will slow slim the third here and hopefully see something. And Faxa makes it 4-0. Shorthanded goal and then a regulation goal. And we are going to drop game number 1, 5-1. Forsbacka Karlsson gets a gimme or a pity goal, pity point, whatever you want to call it. We lose game 1, 5-1. Now, we did come back in the shot department, but you know what they say, right? Too little, too late. Making Vasilevsky look good. And he's, against his old team, he's like, you know what? Screw these guys. They let me go for this beast of a future franchise goalie. And maybe we did rush him, but it's still early, so we don't want to say that. But Radko Faska got 2 goals, 2 hits. Tyler, the beautiful man, Seguin with a goal and an assist. So, all right, there is game numero 1. For those of you who are not Canadian or don't know the French, that means game number 1. I don't even know if I said it right. Let's be honest. All right, there is some locker room interactions going on down in the AHL. I don't know. We're up 1 game to 0, and we're sitting there just being big babies. But such is life. So let's simulate game number 2 here. Hopefully something good happens for our NHL team. I'm waiting for the pop-ups here. Some Burnaby Aces team players looking happy, so I'm hoping that means a win. All right, let's get through period number 1 here. 0-0. We're outshooting them 18-8. Vasilevsky is standing on his head. We are making him look wonderful. Let's see if we can change that in the second period here. Period number 2, and we do. 2 power play goals. Will Nye, the hockey guy, and Sasha Barkov, basically from the same spot. So we need to be shooting on Vasilevsky's glove by the looks of it. Hopefully we can finish the game strong here. So let's go period number 3 and see what happens. So they did catch back up in shots. So we only had 8 shots with 2 goals that period. Not too shabby, but it looks like they're having a pretty strong start to the third. Their shots have slowed down though since I said that. So here comes the jinx, obviously. Yep, there's power play. All right, we kill it off. We're looking pretty good. Oh, Andrzej Kopitar. I don't even remember saying his name when I looked at the lines, but I'm sure I did. Kopitar scores, but in the end, it does not matter. We outshoot them 37-31 and outscore them 2-1. So I'm guessing both goalies will show up on the stat sheet here. Albert Schauser had a 967 and Vasilevsky had a 945 with Sasha Barkov getting the 1 goal to get us back in the series and tie it 1 game apiece. Things you'll love to see in the Sunshine Palace. So let's head over to the American Airlines Center, which, to be honest, right now is probably shut down. Well, 100% is shut down, but I mean American Airlines themselves will be shutting down pretty soon with the wonderful... Actually, I don't even know why I said wonderful. That is the worst choice of words I could use. The very devastating coronavirus right now. And whether you're on the left or the right, the north or the south, or what, it doesn't matter what you think about this virus, if you think people are just overreacting or not, it is definitely taking a toll on society, economically, just every aspect of society right now. So let's get into the game here. We are in the American Airlines Center. We are looking to get a 2-1 lead on the Dallas Stars. And we're looking to go up in their home barn. So let's see. After period number 1, I saw Dallas scored right there before I sim on Andrzej Kopitar. We did have the first shot of the period, but Kopitar came in hot and scored just 28 seconds into the period. Things you hate to see, especially from basically the goal line. Terrible. But we are out shooting Dallas, so in the second period here, we do not score. We're still out shooting Dallas 22-16. Hopefully things change here for us in the third period. Vasilevsky, what are you doing to us, brother? You weren't that good in the playoffs for us. The last few years, you've been all right, but you haven't been what this is, staying on your head fantastic. At least not to my recollection. But we have 4 minutes left. We have 32 shots, and that's all she wrote. I mean, if we're going to take any positives away, I mean, Albert Schauser is also playing fairly well this series, it seems like. I mean, at 961 there on 25 saves. Kopitar had a goal and goal and a hit. And Vasilevsky got the shutty. But I don't know. I don't know why our lines aren't clicking here. Let's take a quick look. I'm not going to overreact because I think our lines are just silly good. But let's see what they're looking like here. I mean, Arthur Auld, nothing and a -4. Barkov, 1 goal, -4. Will Nye, the hockey guy, 1 goal, -5. So, I mean, it's not great. What's going on? Lucas Raymond, 1 -1. Costin, nothing. Perfetti with an apple and a -2. Edging, well, I guess I can't say too much because Lucas Raymond's the same boat, but in terms of ice time, Sam Steele's a minus player. Liam Foodie's a minus player. Alex Holtz must be getting some of the power play time with 2 apples, also -2. Forsback Carlson, a plus player. So our fourth line, Kyrou and Merkley, are both plus players. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, Merkley is taking some of those dumb penalties, but what can you do? All right. Well, I'm not going to make any changes. I believe in this team. I believe in this team. So I'm going to leave it there. Let's get into game number 4 here. Let's tie the series back up coming home. Let's get back home ice advantage. That's what we're hoping for. And actually, before we do this, I'm going to sim to the game. I'm going to hop over to the AHL real quick. We won the series. Fantastic. Looks like we won 3-0. So, yeah, we did. Awesome. We still have them. Linus Olin had 4 points. So nothing crazy, but nice little series win there. All right. Well, we'll simulate this game. Hopefully Anze Kopitar doesn't score 28 seconds in again. We are past the 28-second mark. Not yet. Okay, now we are. All right, we'll pause it. We'll go to Sim 8, and we're just going to sim the first period here. It is 1-1. William Nylander scored just under 2 minutes in, and about 7 minutes after that, Tyler Seguin says, I got this from right on the doorstep. Right on the doorstep. So, all right, we are outshooting them 16-9. So after that first game, we've really kind of taken over even the shot department. I'm not too sure why we're having such a hard time scoring on Vasilevsky, but we are. And see if we can plot a couple here in the second period. Hoping for a couple Klim Kostin goals here. What do we get? Well, we're down 3-1. So there were a couple goals, unfortunately, on the wrong team. We got a shorthanded goal against us and a power play goal. So I don't understand. Both are from, looks like Fax just got the puck. He came in, just let it rip. just let it rip. And Albert Schauser said, can't get that. And then Evander Kane on the power play did probably the same thing. So, okay. Well, we got a period here to catch up. And 4-1, Gustav Nyquist. Not the way you want to go. Oh, and then we had a power play, but Coughlin decided to score anyways right after. We get another power play, so I'm guessing there's going to be another Dallas goal. No, Cole Perfetti gets one, but this will be too little too late. Although Lucas Raymond does add on there just a little bit. We got 3 minutes left. Do we have time to get 2? We do not. Do we have time to get 1 more? Nope. All right. Well, nice to see Lucas Raymond and Cole Perfetti getting on the board. They were both guys who were kind of hurting there for a little bit. So, getting on the board's the way to go. But Kopitar, 3 apples. He's having a heck of a series. Evander Kane with 1-1 with 3 hits and Baxa with 1-1 with 1 hit. So, all right, we're heading back to Sunshine Palace. We are down 3-1, and we're having a hard time. This is not the way we've seen this series going. When you go from the second round to the third round, you kind of expect to go to the Stanley Cup Final the next year. Now, if we can take anything away, we were down 3-1 last year. So hopefully, we can build off that. And we come together. So let's give her a shot here. Period number 1. It is 2-0 for the bad guys. Tyler Seguin, Anze Kopitar. All right. Can period number 2 be any better? No. Lucas Raymond, and then our big new defensive acquisition, Wągrowski gets a couple. We tie the game back up at Faxa, and then Andrighetto just says, you know what? Let's put this out of, just says, terrible English. Just say, let's put this out of, he just says, let's put this out of reach. So, all right, we're getting outshot. I don't know. Is this the end? Is this the end? I'm just watching. I'm watching on two different screens right now. We do get one. Holtz. 4. Okay, I'm just going to slow down the sim a little bit. Make it a bit more dramatic. All right, down to a minute left. 50, 20, and we're heading home. We are heading home. Wow, I was expecting many different things than that. Many different things. All right. Well, same thing we did last year. Let's see if we can see our American Hockey League win a Calder Cup. Back-to-back years. Beat the Americans, the Rochester Americans there. Game 1. Lost Game 2. How do we do Game 3? We lost. I'm just avoiding talking about the NHL because I don't know what to do. And overtime win. Fantastic. So 2 games apiece. And another overtime win. So we're up 3-2. Can we win the series here? Playoff round complete. So we do. All right. We play the Gull. No, we don't play the Gulls. We play the Charlotte Crunchers, Checkers. I don't know. We play somebody. We lost 3-1. We lose 7-5. And I said 3-1. I meant 3-1. All right, this is not going great. Lost again. All right. Don't get swept. And we got swept. Maybe. No, we won. Sorry, that's scouting report. Kind of threw me for a loop. Can we make it 3-2? We can. All right, let's go. Samuelson having himself a fantastic series. Can we take it to Game 7? No. All right, we lose in the first round in the NHL, the third round in the American Hockey League. Buffalo versus Jersey. What an interesting conference final. And Dallas up 3-0 on San Jose. Well, I always say if we're going to lose, I want to lose to the best. So I'm really hoping in a couple seconds here we see that the Dallas Stars won the Stanley Cup. The New Jersey Devils won the Stanley Cup. And the Manitoba Moose won the Calder Cup. All right. Salary cap's going up next year. So that is something to be happy about. I don't know. I'm not thrilled right now. I don't know about you guys. And let's see what happens in the draft lottery here. Chicago moves up. Arizona moves up. Oh, I forgot we had Detroit. We had Columbus's, and we had Anaheim's pick. So we go from 2 to 4. Then we go from 4 to 6. So, I mean, if you just want to think of it this way, we went from 2 to 6. And then we stayed at 10. Oh, man. I forgot all about that. That would have been so... Oh, the anticipation would have been nice. So, we draft at 4, 6, and 10. So, 1, this guy looks pretty good. All right, 1. Oh. Petrovicki, have you two-way forward with 114 points. Wow. Sean Couturier, who's yours? Timo Solani. We got the big defenseman, who I probably want anyways, Turan Quest. But his overall stats are not great. He's a defensive defenseman, right? Yeah. And then we have a player from the Oceanic, nice little small man with 127 points. Really good overall. He does have some weaknesses. It says he has to bulk up and all that fun stuff, but he's NHL ready, just like a Solani. So, I don't know. We're going to have options. I mean, he's 4. I don't know who Ekman is. We're currently scouting him. Our scouts have been terrible to us. Hopefully that gets picked up before the draft. Sam Ward doesn't look anything special. 1 year away. So there's 4. So really we're 4, 6. That's not great. 10's back here. Wayne Ho, he had a pretty good season. 75 points, 64 games. We know nothing about him. All right, Glenn Bollig looks all right. 1 year away. And has that confirmed? That's confirmed 1 year away. So, I mean, he's going to be a mid-70 pick. So it's not terrible. Our scout has him ranked 9th. He's technically ranked 11th. So clearly he's not going to be a bottom 6. Nicholas Bang, confirmed grinder. So he's going to be a low elite grinder, which is not what you want. Not what you want. You don't want a grinder. I mean, the only reason I would draft him is to trade him. But I'm thinking maybe if I want to trade away the 10th overall pick here, we can get a little bit more than Nicholas Bang. So I do have Tronquist here. I don't love defensive defensemen. I don't think they grow as well as others. But do we have any gems? We do. Oh, I don't know what I did. Click the wrong button. Silly me. All right, view retired players. Do we have anybody retiring? We shouldn't. We're a young team. Patty Hornquist, Max Pacioretty, David Perron, Kyle Turres, Jordan Stahl, Derek Stepan, Nick Foligno, Craig Smith, and Artem Anisimov all retire. And for goaltenders, anything special? Corey Crawford, Tuukka Rask. Honestly, that surprises me that Corey Crawford had more wins than Tuukka Rask. And to be honest, that Varlamov had almost as many wins as Tuukka Rask. Halak's up there, career backup / starter, I guess you could say. But Cami Talbot, Mikko Koskinen, Aaron Dell, Michael Hutchison. Is that Kevin? Kevin Poulet. So, some interesting goaltenders retiring there, but a couple first rounders in Rask and Varlamov, the former Toronto Maple Leafs. Yep. Toronto Maple Leaf goaltending. What? I'll take things you hate to see for 200, Alex. All right, we had no goalies retire and no players retire. So, all right. Well, there you have it. I don't care about who's retired. Don't really care about draft interviews. All right, so that is where we're at for the draft interviews. I am going to end this video here. We're probably going to want to trade. Sorry, what I was trying to do. I don't want to draft board by mistake. Let's take a look here. So we have a butterfly goalie, a high elite. Wow. High elite, but he's not really confirmed high elite. But that would be a 3rd round pick. We got a defenseman here in the 3rd. We have another defenseman in the beginning of 3rd. So there's 4 picks. So I'm gonna have to make some trades here, and then that would be it for gems. And I just want to see if there's any accidental franchise players, and there is. Wow. I mean, obviously, he's not going to be a franchise player, but okay. Well, that's where we're going to end the video. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it's been a couple days since I have posted a video. Fortunately, things have just been absolutely insane. Real sorry that we didn't make it out of the first round. That's unfortunate. But let's have a good draft here. We do have a lot of draft assets. We're going to make some moves at the trade deadline here. We're not going to do a lot of tinkering on our active roster because what I'm hoping for is we're going to have some growth this offseason. Unfortunately, it didn't look like we had a lot of growth in the season. I mean, Barkov's up to a 92 there. Kostin's down. Where is Nylander? Nylander's down to a 97 as where he was a 90. So we're going to have to take a look and see what we can do here. Hopefully make some adjustments. It looks like everybody's just down right now. Getting beat out of the playoffs isn't fun for anybody, but I'm hoping Abelschauser here takes off and we end up with him at like a 88. That would be fantastic. Fabro keeps growing. Wondrowski here, he's up to an 88 now, so we do have a lot of growth there. Costin's up to an 89. I would love to see him hit the 90 plateau, so let's we'll call our quits here, and we will get ready for the next video, which will be the off season. So I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around and watching this franchise mode. It's my first ever one. I really appreciate the support. The next one is getting underway. I'm just working through some political things with it being a NBA series, but we're hoping to get that underway here within the next couple weeks, which is awesome. So make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have anybody you think might be interested in my videos, please share it. I'd really appreciate the support. And as always, leave those comments to me. And although I'm going to say we had an unfortunate season here in NHL 20, I just want to wish the Thunder Bay North Stars, a speedy recovery. Nothing really bad happened to them. Just unfortunate with all the hockey getting shut down is unfortunate because the Thunder Bay North Stars did make the playoffs. They clinched first place in the junior league that they actually play in up in Thunder Bay, Ontario. So hopefully they can get going again. It's just a suspended season. It's not canceled, and yeah, so we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you in the next one.